It's a big pleasure to be here and to hear all these touching texts. I am Nataliia Kovtoniuk, and I am a lecturer and a teacher of Ukrainian Language and Literature. I got my Ph.D. in the field of Ukrainian literature and postcolonial studies, and now I'm Ukrainian refugee. I had my temporary shelter in Austria, and as a scholar, I tend to work with the texts that are engaged in ideology and politics because I use the approach of postcolonial studies. But as a reader, I really like text, this aesthetic side of texts. I mean, figurative language experiments, and so on and so on and so on. Now I want just to present one text that is not engaged in any ideology, maybe just in ideology of life. The name of this text is Birdie. I'm 30. I ran, I flew, I reached, I avoided, I aged. I know life does not need to be lived running. Sometimes it can be sitting with a bare butt on the ground, as in my childhood, near my granny, in my overknock where I could curl up and hide from the whole world. For years, I've been bringing my inner little girl there. She wants to lie down on a pillow with her granny and wait for granny's eternal-hearted hands to stroke her hair. This stroking of my hair I now expect from men, just a stroke of my hair and kiss on the forehead. My men do not have such hardened hands like my granny does, with cracks which have clogged dust, soil, earth, and the planet. The whole planet is lodged in my grandmother's hands. Our little planet where there was no money, no good roads, no water in the house. The water was in a well that was harshly set into our land as a throat. And the grasses were growing from the ground. Animals were growing from grasses. We were growing from animals, the whole family. And the ground was lodged into the cracks in the hands of my granny. I ran, I flew, I reached, I avoided, I aged. I aged enough to go to my grandmother and ask her to take me back, to graze cows and rake hay. Grandma will say, Birdie, my little bird has arrived, and she will cry. I'm here on my land, in my ark. In it, there are only grasses and cows. I don't take men there, I take myself. I'm your only son, mother. I'm your only daughter, father. I'm the only flower that grew on this land, near the well, among these grasses. I ran, I flew, I reached, I avoided, I aged. And now I'm just asking back. I ask so little. Please allow me to graze cows. I promise I will rake all this hay, all these grasses. I will feed all these animals. I will give to drink this well. Wells can be thirsty as people in their 30s. Daddy, look, I brought my tired horse. Find him the best blacksmith. Find him the best prince, because I've already found myself and what to do with this finding, Daddy. Now I'm just taking it to the cracks in my grandmother's hands. Grandma will be happy. Grandma will say, Birdie, my little bird has arrived. And she will cry, Because I'm not a beast from these graces. I'm Birdie, floating in the air, flying. And now I just want to settle down, somewhere on the high field, on the pasture, between two trees rooted in this land, in these graves, in this family, my family. My granny told me, you need to marry a villager. You will not perish with him either in the city or in the village. But I'm lost in the cities. I'm lost in the villages because I'm Birdie. I fly. I seldom sit on the ground. Life can be run through, floated through, lived through. Sometimes it can be sitting with a bare butt on the ground, as in my childhood, near my granny. The main thing is that the water will be in the well that is harshly set into our land as a throat, and graces will grow from the ground. Animals will grow from graces. We will grow from animals, the whole family.